Hey everybody, what's going on? Eric here, and I figure it's time to do one more video before Christmas. Thought to myself, well, what would be appropriate to do? Well, figure it's time to show off a part of my collection, a collection I've been collecting for since I got the system. Might be shocked to hear about this, but it's actually an Xbox 360 collection. I know, everyone's favorite console. No hate on PlayStation. The 360 was a gift to me that I got, I think a year after it came out, and I probably replaced the console twice, and I've been buying and selling games for it ever since. And it's just a system that I've really grown up with. It's a big part of my life now, and obviously if I had a PS3, it'd be a whole different other story. But you know, for all you PS3 fanboys out there, you know, no disrespect to you. Maybe when I do get a PS3, I'll have a big collection and I'll show that off. But we're just going to get right into it. I'm just going to show them off one at a time. Probably not going to say too much about it. I might do a recommendation or have a brief word on it. So we're just going to get right into it. Some of these are alphabetized, the others aren't. Some of them are not, so don't freak out if they're not in place. Assassin's Creed, pretty good. Assassin's Creed 2, even better. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, not as good, but still pretty good. Assassin's Creed Revelations, I do apologize for the glare, by the way. Probably the worst out of them so far, but still not bad. Assassin's Creed 3, have not played this one yet. I am not allowed to play it until I finish that one. Batman Arkham Asylum, fantastic game. Batman Arkham City, even better game. I recommend getting the Game of the Year edition that has all the bonuses. And I still believe it is the same price as if it's not Game of the Year edition. So, if you're choosing, get that one. Beatles Rock Band. If you love Beatles and you love you some Rock Band, then you need to get this game. Super cheap. I believe GameStop's only selling it for like $2. And if you love bumper car fun and Burger King, this is where you need to be. Honestly, not that great, but still not bad. It's one of those games you would really have if you have like a nephew or something over and they're just like, oh, I want to play a Burger King game. Okay. BioShock, awesome. BioShock 2, even more awesome, because you get to actually play as the Big Daddy. Borderlands. Burnout Paradise, better soundtrack than Revenge, but I still prefer Revenge's gameplay. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This is probably this, and the second one were the only two Call of Duty games I ever got excited about. Call of Duty World at War. A lot of people have said a lot of negative things about this. I love the storyline in this game. I'm a fan of World War II, and the zombie mode is pretty awesome. Black Ops, probably my least favorite out of all of them. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, multiplayer is broken, but the zombie mode is probably the best function. Civilization Revolution, awesome if you are a fan of Sid Meier games. A little hard to find, but if you can get it, it's definitely worth the time. Clive Barker's Jericho, pretty underrated game. If you're a fan of the Clive Barker series and his comics and anything to do with him, I recommend getting that. It's right up his alley. The Club, interesting third-person type shooter-ish game. Condemned Criminal Origins, amazing first-person survival horror. Condemned 2 Bloodshot, still awesome. Crackdown, sandbox title game, pretty good. I prefer it over the I prefer it over Grand Theft Auto 3. Dead Rising, broken storyline zombie survival game, but still pretty fun if you love killing some zombies. Dead Space, if you don't own it, it's amazing. Third-person survival horror, just so much win in this game. I can't praise it enough, it is amazing. Only to be trumped by the second one. Smoother, more scarier, more strategic, just awesome. And if you're wondering why I don't put more deeper detail into this, it's because I only have so much time to film. So when I say something is good, it's good, damn it. Diablo 3, that's good, damn it. Dragon Age, it's good. Earth Defense Force 2017, it's great. Actually, it's not that great, but it's still pretty good. Eternal Sonata, RPG-ish, very Japanese style almost. Very underrated. I recommend this if you're a fan of RPGs. Also, if you're a fan of classical music. I'm going to organize this a smidge. We still got lots more. A lot more. Unreal Tournament 3. I'm a huge fan of the Unreal Tournament series. I think it's a very underrated series, and it took a back seat to Call of Duty and Battlefield way too soon. Kane and Lynch Dead Men. Better than the second game, by far. The camera on the controls are a little clunky, but it's still pretty good. In case you're wondering, some of these cases like these, and maybe some of like the black ones you'll see here, what ended up happening was some of the games I got from GameStop did not have the original case, but they were on sale, and I could not say no. LA Noire, I love this game. It is definitely in my top 10 Xbox 360 games. If you're a fan of classic style, late 40s, 1940s setting, along with puzzle solving, and if you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto, this is an amazing game. Lots of puzzle solving, state-of-the-art camera work, and graphics engines. I'm getting off frame because it's how awesome this is. Get this game. It's dirt cheap and it's amazing. Prototype, pretty good game. The only thing I don't like about it is that once you get about halfway through it, then the difficulty just gets ramped up, and I'm not a fan of spikes in difficulty to overcompensate weak gameplay, but it's still pretty good. Fable 3, not as bad as everyone says, but once you become king, the game to me kind of just fizzles out and it's not as exciting. Prey, first person shooter game. You're boarding the mothership of some aliens that abducted, I think, your girlfriend, and I don't remember if it's your grandfather or your whatever. Whatever. I haven't played this game in forever. I actually just picked this up again. I have beaten it. It is a great game. I recommend getting this. It's a very underrated title. Nier, amazing third-person adventure type game. Feels and plays a lot like God of War. Has a setting of Shadow of the Colossus, and it's amazing. It's a very underrated game. I recommend that a lot. Halo 3 ODST, I got this game before reading into it. I almost regret it in a way. Storyline was not nearly as good as the third game, but thankfully it came with the Halo 3 multiplayer map disc, so that was pretty good. Mass Effect 3 in the special case. Love this game to death. Not too fond of the ending, but even still, the game was awesome. My only football game, Madden 12. Pretty good. I don't have anything negative to say about this, except for that it didn't really stick out compared to all the other ones. If you're a fan of hide and seek, play this game. If not, just get rid of it. Guitar Hero World Tour. Not nearly as good as the third game, but still pretty good. If you love Dynasty Warrior games, I recommend getting this one. It has some RPG-ish elements in it. Still pretty good game. Nice little hack and slash. The only issue is that some of the controls have a slight delay, so you might have to fight with that. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. If you're a fan of Sonic and you have a console to date, you owe yourself to get this game. Awesome. Has all the classics. Phantasy Star, Sonic, Alex Kidd, Vector Man, Rystar, etc., etc. You get the point. Just gonna... There we go. Guitar Hero Metallica. I'd probably say it's my favorite band edition version of it, and you'll see why in a little bit. Guitar Hero Aerosmith, my second favorite. Guitar Hero Van Halen, my least favorite. That's why. The song selection for Van Halen was awesome, but the extra songs that were not from Van Halen were garbage. Explain to me why in one game I have Hot for Teacher and like Eruption, but you know I have to play through Stacy's mom to get it. Not happening. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. It was Activision's last attempt at a Guitar Hero game before Activision went out and they stopped doing them. Definitely better than the last couple games they had put out. I like it a lot. It's very enjoyable. Song selection was good, and the import functions were really easy. The only thing that's a bummer is that it will put a strain on your hard drive. Original Rock Band, I've played everything about this game. I love everything about this game. Rock Band is amazing. Better visuals, better, I think it has more realistic customization. Pretty good. Not too much to say about this one. I got it cheap. Metal track pack. It's okay. The thing is that the majority of the games you can get pretty cheap on the marketplace if the game already doesn't have them, but it's not bad. Of course, an underrated classic that belongs in everyone's collection, Fallout 3. What can I say about this that hasn't already been said? Truly amazing game. I'm currently playing it bit by bit now, but it's sharing some other game time, so maybe after the holidays I'll really get into this one. I know a few other subscribers are really into this game, so I promise you guys to give this game its proper due justice. Kinect Adventure, I got it for under $1. It's Kinect Adventure, yay. Lost Odyssey, again, if you're into RPGs and you're a fan of Final Fantasy, you owe it to yourself to get this game. The original music scores were done by Nobuo Uematsu, so you will not be disappointed. The settings are awesome, characters are awesome, the music is incredible, everything about this game is beautiful. Get this game. WWE 13, pretty good wrestling game. Have played 2K14. The only problem was that I don't know if it was the game or if it was my Xbox, but the audio kept cutting out. I think it might have been the game. Mass Effect, amazing start to the series. It's a bitch now to play because for some reason the autosave feature is having problems. That and sometimes the rendering takes a little long to play. But if you've got patience and you love this game, then you owe it to yourself to play it again. Gears of War 2, got this at a garage sale for $1. It's Gears of War 2, my least favorite out of all three of them. The ending was atrocious. The orange box. Oh, and the, oh boy, hold on. My man-made label slipped out of the box. Yes, orange box. Portal, all the Half-Life games, Team Fortress 2. Got this at a that was my second copy. I got that at a garage sale for $1. Phantasy Star Universe. If you are not a fan of this series, I highly recommend you play it. It is amazing. Storyline is a little weak. Characters are a little weak, but the character building aspect of it is amazing. I love it to death. If you're a fan of the series, that should be a game, especially for the 360. And it is dirt cheap now. The original Gears of War, I put so much time into this game, it's not even funny. Probably my favorite, next to the third game, only to have the third game beat it due to multiplayer, which we'll get to in just a minute. It was a awesome game. You definitely felt like you were backed up against the wall in this, and I do appreciate Epic Games for making it seem like they really were putting the heat on the player, and like the gravity of the situation in this game was felt. So kudos to them. Great game. If you're gonna play through, I think the only way you'd ever want to play too is if you were gonna play all three in one sitting. Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. It's a Lego game. It's Harry Potter. It's a double plus for me. I'm a fan. It's a lot of fun. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I love these games. There's tons of secrets, lots of explorations, and if you're a fan of the movie, then you should have no problem liking this game. Plus, the mini games in it are a lot of fun too, like the potions mixing and practicing and leveling your spells and finding all of like the and like mastering up your like all the little courtyard games are pretty good. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Still pretty good. I think I like Half-Blood Prince better, but still pretty good games. Third person adventure game. They both are very, very fun. Red Dead Redemption, probably my favorite game to come out of Rockstar. I played this game start to finish, loved everything about it. I love the Wild West. I love anything about it. They were spot on with this game. It is amazing. Definitely top 10. Rock Band Country Pack, you know, yeehaw and get along, my doggies. Believe it or not, I kid you not, I like this more than the metal one. For one simple reason. The play style in this one is unlike the other ones. It actually requires you. It involves a lot more plucking almost. Like normally in like all the other Rock Band games, it's hammer on, hammer off, and just like trills. Okay, this actually feels like you're actually like picking the strings through a lot of it. It definitely feels what country music sounds like, and the song selection isn't that bad. Nothing is like so overly country and girly. Granted, there's like one or two songs that is, but you know that's because women love country. So, you know, if you like Rock Band and you know you don't care what other people think of the music you're playing, then give this a shot. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I hate country music. Fable 2, waited forever on this game. I thought it was okay. There were definitely things about it that could have been fixed, but not the game I was looking forward to. The ending was fairly disappointing. Star Wars Complete Saga, still pretty good game. The platforming was a slight issue because, you know, you felt like you were gliding on like ice if you weren't landing dead center on the platforms, but still pretty good game. The Star Wars lore definitely helps it. Box office smash, seen it. Comes with the 4 buzzer controllers. Amazing movie trivia game and all kinds of various types of trivia, utilizing like anagrams and like Hangman and stuff like that. Awesome if you have friends over having a good time. And the cool thing about this is that the material always updates. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. A lot of people give this game flack because they're like, oh, it's not that good, and it's amazing. It's DC versus Mortal Kombat, and granted, it's definitely PG-13 version of it, but you know the intended audience was also for DC, and they were obviously aiming for a younger demographic, but still pretty good fighting game. I highly recommend it. The storyline's pretty cool too. Infinite Undiscovery, haven't played too much of this game. Again, it's another third-person RPG. Still pretty good. Combat system feels reminiscent of Chrono Trigger in a way. Or not, sorry, Chrono Cross, rather. Still pretty good game. I recommend giving it a shot. It's pretty good. I haven't played much through it, so I'm trying to give it a fair review. I don't want to say it's like the world's best game, and then I play it through halfway through, and I'm like, this game is trash. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. This was one of the first games I played on Xbox. I love this game. The only issue I had with this game is that if you get lost very easily, so I recommend a player's guide. But aside from that, awesome game, awesome setting, just everything about it's great. Zoo Tycoon. If you're a fan of the Tycoon series and you love yourself some animals, play this game. Pretty cool. Not my cup of tea. I got this for Sarah, but she definitely seemed like she was having fun playing it. Devil May Cry 4, not my favorite Devil May Cry. I think the third one right now was my favorite. Still pretty good game. Give it a shot. It's relatively cheap now. Not much to say about it really. Of course, they capture the settings. It looks better on the newer system. But obviously, I recommend the Devil May Cry Collector's Edition that has the first 3 games on it. Unfortunately, I don't have that. Harry Potter, Lego, years 1 through 4, just like 5 through 7. Lego, Harry Potter, it's a win. Lego, Indiana Jones, good game. Indiana Jones, awesome. Excuse me. Guitar Hero 2, awesome Guitar Hero game. This was the game, aside from the first one, that got me sold on the whole series. I love this game. I loved... It really felt like you were like an indie band playing the songs because the Activision did not have rights to the master tracks, so I definitely liked that a little bit more. The timing was left to be desired, but luckily they fixed that in later games. Excuse me. Rocket Bike Racer, Mini Bike Racing, Burger King game, woohoo. Now we're getting into the thick of it. Rock Band 2, my favorite Rock Band to date. Everything that Rock Band did, this game did better customizations, tons of avenues to play in. I love the challenge factor of this game. I love everything about this game was awesome and polished. The controls felt a lot more fluent, and it was awesome. And I recommend playing this with a group of friends. Guitar Hero 3, this got the most play out of any other guitar-based game in my collection. This was the game that first utilized the master tracks. I played this right up until they stopped doing major downloads for it, or DLC for it, but what to say, I have so many memories playing this game with friends and family, and oh my gosh, all the free DLC holiday packs that came out, when the Metallica's Death Magnetic came out, I got the whole album for it. Everything about the timing was awesome, the song selection was awesome, the challenge was awesome, the storyline was awesome, and even the boss ending was awesome. The only thing about this game I did not like was Through the Fire and Flames, but the funny thing about that was that once you got to multiplayer, you pretty much just pick the easiest song on the list, and they're going to pick Through the Fire and Flames twice, you're going to pick the easiest song 3 times, and they're going to end up failing it because they spent the majority of their whole pathetic wasted free time learning Through the Fire and Flames. Congratulations, you've achieved nothing. Last game for my collection, I know, got all of this, all of that, yeah, we got Mass Effect 2, my favorite out of all of them. Everything about this game was awesome. The exploration was spot on. The extras were spot on. You got more immersed in this game than the other because the first game had its bug issues. The third game was at a critical point in the whole story, which is, I think, faulted it even more, but this is where it's at. This is the one you need to be playing. I highly recommend this one. Favorite one out of all of them. So that right there is the whole span of my 360 collection. I'd say about 80 games or so. But, yeah, figured I'd share with you that neat little part of my collection. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let me know what games stuck out to you. Maybe some games I should be looking at. Always looking to improve off my collection. And if I don't get another video before Thursday, Merry Christmas, and I will see you all at the next video.